Have you ever wondered why growing chilies can seem so challenging and why getting them from farm to table can be such a logistical puzzle? Well, let's dive right into it. Firstly, chilies are notorious for their specific temperature needs. They demand a warm and tropical climate, which can be difficult to replicate if you're in a region with cold winters or temperate summers. Then there's their susceptibility to pests. Aphids, whiteflies, and spider mites are just a few of the critters that love to nibble on chili plants, making it a constant battle to keep them at bay. Moreover, chilies require well-drained soil. Too much water can lead to root rot, but too little can cause wilting and hinder growth. Now let's consider the transportation of fresh chilies. They are delicate by nature and have a relatively short shelf life, which means they need to be handled with care and shipped quickly to ensure they arrive fresh. Despite these challenges, with the right knowledge, you can successfully grow your own chilies and understand the complexities of their journey to your kitchen. Growing chilies starts with choosing the right variety for your climate and the flavor you want. The world of chilies is vast and varied, from the mild bell pepper to the fiery ghost pepper. Each type has its own unique taste, heat level, and growing requirements. So take a moment to research and decide which chili suits your palate and your garden conditions. Now let's get started with the actual process. Whether you're starting with seeds or seedlings, quality is key. Look for healthy, disease-free plants or seeds from a reputable supplier. If you're using seeds, you'll need to start them indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last expected frost in your area. Once you have your seeds or seedlings ready, it's time to prepare the soil. Chilies love well-drained, fertile soil with a pH between 6 and 7. You can improve your soil's fertility by adding organic matter like compost or well-rotted manure. It's also a good idea to test your soil's pH and make any necessary adjustments. Now you're ready to plant. Space your chili plants about 1.5 to 2 feet apart to give them room to grow. If you're planting seeds, plant them about 1/4 inch deep. And remember, chilies love the sun. So choose a spot that gets at least 6 hours of sunlight a day. After planting, your chilies will need regular care to grow and produce fruit. This includes watering, fertilizing, and pest control. Water your chilies regularly, but be careful not to overwater. Chilies like moist but not waterlogged soil. Feed your plants with a balanced fertilizer every 2 weeks during the growing season. And always keep an eye out for pests. Aphids, slugs, and caterpillars can all pose a threat to your chilies. As your chilies grow, you may need to provide some support, especially for larger varieties. A simple stake or cage can help keep your plants upright and prevent damage. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for, harvesting. Chilies can be harvested at any stage, but for the best flavor, wait until they reach their full color. Use a sharp knife or scissors to cut the chilies from the plant rather than pulling them off to avoid damaging the plant. Growing chilies may seem like a challenge, but with a little knowledge and care, it can be a rewarding experience. By following these steps, you can harvest your own fresh, flavorful chilies. Growing chilies and understanding their transportation can seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. Let's recap what we've covered. We began by addressing the challenges of chili cultivation. They can be stubborn and sensitive, requiring just the right balance of sunlight, water, and soil nutrients. The transportation process is equally intricate, involving careful packaging, storage, and movement to ensure the chilies arrive at their destination fresh and undamaged. But, as we've seen, these challenges are far from insurmountable. With a clear understanding of the chili's needs and some careful planning, you can cultivate a thriving chili plant right in your own garden. And the transportation process, while complex, becomes a fascinating journey when understood. Remember, the key to successful chili growing lies in patience, consistency, and a willingness to learn. It's a rewarding process that not only yields delicious results, but also deepens your connection with the food you eat. With this knowledge, you're well equipped to start your own chili garden and appreciate the journey these fiery fruits make from farm to table.